first question, Secretary Blinken. You just mentioned that all paths are on the table and the diplomatic path is your preferred path. But is a military path also something? Is that something that you're considering that is also on the table? And the second question is, Israeli officials, including Prime Minister Bennett, have said that Israel is operating all the time against Iran nuclear deal, including that it has the right to defend itself. Is that something that is being done in coordination with you? And a question to Minister Lapid about Abraham Accords. Have other countries been discussed? Is it going?
You have to raise your voice a little bit.
A question to you about the Abraham Accords. Are other countries being discussed? Has there been any kind of process or something new that you can share with us about the efforts joining other countries? Thank you.
Thank you. I'm happy to start. First, to be very clear, Israel has the right to defend itself, and we strongly support that proposition. We've also been clear, as I said a moment ago, that we believe a diplomatic solution to our concerns with Iran, concerns that are shared among the three of us and among many countries around the world, including our European partners, including Russia and China, that a diplomatic path is the best and most effective way to do that. And so we've been clear that, as I said, we would like to see a mutual return to compliance with the JCPOA, but Iran's responses, or rather lack thereof, have not been encouraging. So even as we remain ready to return to talks and think that we should do so soon, if Iran has a realistic position, we continue to believe that we could reach an agreement on a return to mutual compliance. But for the reasons I cited a few minutes ago, the runway that we have left to do that is getting shorter and shorter. And so we are watching Iran's comments, posture, very, very carefully. And as the minister said, we are prepared to turn to other options if Iran doesn't change course. And these consultations with our allies and partners are a part of that.
I would like to start by repeating what the Secretary of State just said. Yes, other options are going to be on the table if diplomacy fails. And by saying other options, I think everybody understands here in Israel, in the Emirates, and in Tehran, what is it that we mean. About the Abraham Accords, yes, we want to expand the Abraham Accords. We're working on expanding the Abraham Accords. But first and foremost, and we've discussed this today in length, we want to make sure the current agreements we have will be a success story. And it is, so far, a success story on the people-to-people level, on the ability to make this into business, energy, water, the working groups we have decided to open today. These are all great achievements, and we're going to push forward as hard as we can on this, while working on expanding the Abraham Accords to other countries, including the ones you don't think of.